Hi, I just wanted to jump on and show you some information about um, the nutrition guides and what's going to help you the most. So I know a lot of you are doing Beachbody on demand. For those of you who aren't, hopefully you can still benefit from this. Just know you can do a 30-day free trial if you want to give any of this a try and kind of get a feel for it. But for those of you who have bought actual programs, like when I started, you get a nutrition guide. Now everything comes online. So I just want to walk you guys through that and go over a few things with Beachbody on demand so you're ready to get started. So basically, when you sign on, I had made a tutorial that some of you may have watched, and they have actually since changed the format of Beachbody on demand. So when you sign in, this is what it's going to look like. Just a quick overview for those of you who don't know. Up here, it's going to give you the workout programs. You can scroll through to see all of them. Okay, it's everything that Beachbody has ever made. If you want to say you don't know what kind of workout you want to do, there's a few different options. One, you can do this challenge du jour. So going back a little bit, I recommend everyone follow a program. Pick a program that you like and follow it. Sometimes I'm not great at taking my own advice because I do get bored, but I followed a lot of programs through. I think this month I might do a little bit of a hybrid, which combines a few different programs, and we can chat about that if that's something that you're interested in. Although you have to remember, I'm not a personal trainer, you guys. I have a passion for this and I love this, but the people that put these programs together are personal trainers. And so that's why you should follow their programs. So the way that the calendars are designed is in multiple different ways. First, they are in a progressive series where you start with more beginner workouts or more, I don't want to say easier because that's beginner, but basically you start out with a foundation of workouts, and then you build a skill set from there, and it becomes more challenging. What that does is that is going to prevent plateau. It's going to prevent injury. It's going to allow you to progressively get stronger and more efficient and more and get more endurance with these programs. But also what it does is it forces you to work different parts of your body at different days. So when you work your upper body, and then it will have you do something, so you're allowing your upper body muscles to rest and recover and rebuild and regenerate, and those are all going to add muscle mass and help prevent fatigue, and again, aid in your progress. So that's why it's important to follow the calendar. If you want to try a few different things to find a program that works for you, that's great. Dabble around, find out what trainers you like, find out what kind of workouts you like, and that's fine. But know that if you want really great results, you should really pick a program and stick to it, follow the calendar. They do also do this, if you really just get bored, they do this Beachbody Challenge du jour right here. This picks a variety of different programs, but what they've done is they've made it so that there's a sequence to them. Again, so you're working upper body and then lower body, and then maybe you're doing a PiYo, or not a PiYo, I'm sorry, a Pilates from PiYo. And then, maybe some cardio from there. So they do have it in somewhat of a progressive order. 3-week yoga retreat. I'm going to talk a little bit about this, but this is great. There's some meditation stuff that I highly recommend, especially if you're like a high stress anxiety person like myself. Fixate cooking show. I'm going to touch base on that, but know that's in here as well. So the workout programs, if you don't even know where to start, you can reach out to me. I'm always happy to give advice. Or if you just want to kind of play around with this, you can search based on your fitness level, beginner, intermediate, advanced. You can search based on your time frame, how much time you can commit in a day, what type of workouts you like. You can click all or none that apply. And then if you have a favorite trainer. So that is that's that. So as far as the nutrition goes, which is what I really wanted to talk about today, in addition to everything, is nutrition is such a key in your success, okay? If you are working out every day over and over, but you don't care about your nutrition, you're eating like your old habits, you're drinking your diet soda every day, you're not going to get results. I mean, you're going to get some results, but you're not going to get great results. So you really need to pair the two together. The nutrition is going to help you lose weight. The workouts are going to expedite your weight loss, right? But they are going to make you lose inches. You're going to feel better. You're going to have more energy. And then what I find is they go hand in hand, right? If I'm not working out, sometimes I'll be like, oh, junk food tastes good. But if I'm working out and I eat junk food, I feel like crap working out. And so it very much is cyclic. So when you pick a program, so say this is Core de Force, right? There's an overview, which is the information. There is your workout list here, and then you can do your workouts, and then program materials. So your calendar, right? So what I recommend doing is clicking on the calendar, printing the PDF, putting it on your fridge, putting it in your bedroom. Whatever it is, cross off the days that you do. If you miss a day, that's fine. Just go on to the next one. This isn't about being perfect. This is about being better than you were yesterday. Always trying to do more. You're going to have bad weeks. You're going to have bad months. You're going to have bad days. It's okay. We've all been there. The Compound Effect is a great book. If you haven't read it, it's all about making small changes every day and how those small changes compound over time. You want to start with the quick start, which is going to give you the information you need for your specific program. Nutrition, right? Because this is key. So many people miss out on this. Eating plan. I want you to click on the eating plan you have for what program you choose. It's important that you choose a program and then you stick to that eating plan because, again, you guys, these are fitness experts. They're personal trainers. They're nutritionists. They all work together. A program like Body Beast or Hammer and Chisel, which focus on muscle building, its nutrition plan is going to be different than something like T25 or Insanity, that's more cardio-based, calorie burning workout with, so depending on what you're looking for, if you're lifting a lot, you have to consume a lot of protein and maybe a lot of calories if you're trying to bulk up. And with those programs, there's an option for if you want to bulk up or tone up. And so you choose. Don't just think that you're going to get huge and strong. But if you are doing an intense program and you're not getting the calories that you need to, then you might lose weight, but you're not going to tone. Your muscles aren't going to look, good, and you're going to look sickly. Okay. Plus, it's not good for you. So here is the nutrition guide. If you got the Beachbody On Demand All Access, it comes with the portion control containers. All the newer programs follow the portion control containers. And what those do is they force you to learn two things. One, portions, right? So many people just eat too big of portions. But two, it forces you to eat well balanced so that you're eating fats, you're eating protein, you're eating fruits, you're eating vegetables, you're eating carbs. It's not restrictive. If you're really looking for something restrictive, I did do Whole30. I highly recommend it if you're trying to cut out sugar in your diet or change your taste buds altogether. This was huge, and I would love to talk with any of you who are interested about that. But what I want you to do is I want you to read through your nutrition guide this weekend. This is what you have to do. It's going to give you the tools. It's going to tell you all about what you need to do. Then with each program, again, you are going to calculate what nutrition, basically a nutrition plan specific for you. So when it comes to the portion control containers, it's hard at first. How strict you follow it probably depends on how the results that you want, or if you've hit a plateau. If you've hit a plateau, then follow the portion control containers. If you feel like you're horrible with your nutrition and you need to get an idea, follow the portion control containers. And then once you kind of get a feel for portions and what you should be having, and you kind of just teach yourself that, you can lay off of that. Maybe some people can't, but just So as you can see, you go through and then it tells you the plan. This tells you everything you need to know. So for this one, again, they're program specific. So when you hit week 2, you add an extra fruit every day. When you hit week 3, you add an extra fruit plus an additional healthy fat. And again, this here is based on the calendar of Core2Force, okay? And so it really just has everything that you need to know. It gives you some recipe ideas, what foods are allowed. This is hard. This is overwhelming at first. I get it. I've been there. It gets easier with time. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. Start by making small changes if that's all you can do. But this is key. So there is, again, the food tracker. You can print this off. It's a resource. So just know that that is there and that's important for you to look at when you're meal planning and prepping, that's something you have to have on hand. I just print off all this stuff, you guys. Plan for an hour to sit down. Again, it gets easier with time. I promise you. I've been doing this for 2 years. I don't follow anything really specific now, but I had to teach my body over time what foods it needs to eat. You know, when I feel lousy, when I feel crappy, when I need to cut down on my carbs. So with that being said, I also want you guys all to know that the files in this group are posted. And I'm going to just bring this up so you guys can see. There's a measurements tracker. So when you do your measurements, write down your measurements. Day 1, 7, 14, 21. You guys, I still have mine next to my mirror from when I started because I always want to know where I was from my baseline. Print this off, fill it in, you won't regret it. Put it in the app too, it calculates it automatically for you at the end, which is nice. A little cheat sheet I added, the food container list. So again, feel free to print this off, have this when you're meal planning or prepping. A menu plan, this is what I do. I'm not super specific these days with the portion control containers. And so we kind of plan ahead. What I do, just so you all know, is I sit down, I look at recipes, I decide what we're having for dinners, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Lunches, my husband and I usually eat the same thing all week, except for on the weekends. Sometimes it's leftovers, sometimes it's just salad, sometimes it's a wrap. It's variable. And then I make a shopping list of what I need. Again, breakfast, we're pretty boring, like regular Jane people. We just eat the same thing for breakfast most of the week, or do hard-boiled eggs, or do our Shakeology. We do a lot of times. And then also, this is in the files, meal planning, which is a new document that I created. It has resources for meal planning and prep, understanding the containers. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, take some time and watch these. If you click on them, they should automatically come up. You do have to, a lot of these come right from Beachbody on demand. Like the 3 steps for successful 21-day fix meal planning. I just want to make sure that these are all working. Some of them don't. So Autumn talks about the portion control eating plan. So go through, click on these, listen to them, watch them. These are great resources. And of course, we're always here to help you as well. But anyway, if you have any questions, comment below. Otherwise, again, this is a lot of information. Take some time to go through this today and tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow you have a chance to grocery shop and start your planning and prepping and set yourself up for success. All right. Well, have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.